could be a great PR opportunity, or they could be in love. And even if it's straight love, it's still love. It may be gross, but love is love. That's what I say. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heather Shaw is Kidding. It's me, Heather Shaw. Happy Wednesday. I took a break last week. I hope you didn't miss me too much. But I'm back, baby, and boy, do we have news. So much going on. I'm recording this on Tuesday, and it's been a hot news day. My Lord. Thank you so much if you came out to the shows in Kansas City and Batavia, Illinois. I had so much fun. I can't wait to be back in both of those cities. Kansas City, I'll be back in October for the Fountain City Comedy Festival. So I will be back sooner than later, Kansas City and Batavia. I'll see you when I see you, but I love you so much. Upcoming shows this week, tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. It's hard when I record on Tuesday. I have to pretend it's Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, I'm at the Sacramento Punchline. Friday night, I'm in Los Angeles at the Comedy Store, the Belly Room at the Comedy Store. Get tickets, bitch. Saturday night, I'm in San Diego at the Yellow Door. Come on out to those shows. Tickets at heathershawcomedy.com. And just a PSA, and this goes for any tickets you're looking to buy. I can really only speak for comedians, but I assume with musicians and stuff, it's probably the same. But certainly for comedians that are performing at comedy clubs or whatnot, if you're looking to get tickets, get them directly from the comedy club website. If you go to my website, the ticket links on my website link directly to the comedy club website. So it's the same thing. But don't just Google my name and the city you're looking for and click the first link that comes up. You will get scammed. StubHub, event tickets, these bullshit websites, they can just sell you overpriced tickets that the club doesn't honor. So you're overpaying and then you're not getting into the show. It's a complete scam. So make sure that you're not just Googling the person you want to see in the city. Make sure you're going to their official website and going through their show ticket links. Okay? Don't get scammed. Somebody was DM'd me saying, oh, Bricktown Comedy in Oklahoma City is raping us. They said that. Bricktown is raping everyone. I said, oh, Jesus, what did they do? They're overcharged. I'm like, you just went to StubHub. It has nothing to do with the comedy club. And that probably goes for live shows, live events, anything. Just always make sure you're going directly to the venue site or the artist's site. Those are the two you should go off of. I will also be in Pottstown. Let me pull up my website. I'm not even actually sure anymore. Where am I? What year is it? September 5th, I'll be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Then September 6th, I believe that's a Saturday, I'll be in Pottstown, Pennsylvania at Soul Joel's. And then on that Sunday, I'll be in Arlington, Virginia at the Arlington Draft House. Later on, I'll be in Eugene, Oregon, Seattle, Tacoma, Boca Raton. That's how I say it. Des Moines, Oklahoma City, a bunch of other cities. Go to my website, heathershawcomedy.com, and grab those tickets there. Thank you. If you join the Patreon, you get an extra episode of this podcast every single week. This last week, I talked about a crazy, crazy lady who's been like DMing me and emailing me crazy shit. Her theory is that I am Jim Carrey playing Heather Shaw and stalking her. So really go check out that fun story. I hope that lady's doing well in whatever, hopefully psychiatric hospital she's sleeping in. I don't know. I blocked her. I don't have time. This is why I didn't go into social work, because I don't have the patience for it. Yeah, you can join the Patreon, patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. And then don't forget to rate and review this podcast. You can just leave a little one-word review, queef. That's all I need. It doesn't help anybody, but we're not trying to help people here, okay? What are we, social workers? Let's get into the podcast. Taylor and Travis are engaged. This news just dropped before I recorded this pod. I made a quick little video online. Boom, 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 boom. You gotta be on top of this stuff. You gotta, when you're a voracious news reporter like myself, who happens to just, instead of really, I'm not accurately reporting the news, I'm just roasting it. Sometimes I'm off. But I never claimed to be a news reporter. But, you got to be quick with it. Taylor and Travis, they're engaged. I think 2 years is a perfect benchmark. They've been dating for 2 years, and now they're engaged. They're, look, we could take the side of the cynic. We can take the side of the optimistic person. We could say this is beautiful love. This is a beautiful engagement in a rose garden. We could say, yikes, this looks a little fake. I don't have the energy to think that this is a PR relationship. It probably is. If we're, the simplest answer is usually the right one, right? What do they call that? Occam's razor, Schrodinger's cat's razor, Occam. I don't know, something like that. The simplest answer is usually the right one. And, there's a new album coming out. Travis is probably in one of his last years of playing professional football. Could be a great PR opportunity, or they could be in love. And even if it's straight love, it's still love. It may be gross, but love is love. That's what I say. Straight people deserve love too. Straight women especially. God, do they deserve love? Will somebody love straight women? Please, dear God. Will someone think of straight women? I'm serious. I know that sounds like I'm mocking. Like, won't somebody think of straight women? Won't somebody think of straight women? Do they ever get love? They're just chasing ferrets around, these men, and being like, will you love me right? And the ferrets never love them right. The ferrets cheat on them with, other ferrets. The men are gay is what I'm saying. No, but this is great. The king and the queen of the whites, they are together. They are about to unify. They're about to be married, baby. Rough day for any other basic bitches that got engaged and want to post about it online. Don't do that. Can you imagine? I mean, this is like trying to release an album on 9/11. Just don't. Horrible timing. Tuesday was 9/11, and albums used to come out on Tuesdays. And I always thought, God, I feel so bad for all those artists that tried to release. I think Mariah Carey had an album out. I don't know what hers was called. Inside Job, I think it was called, which is an unfortunate name for an album. But Mariah Carey's album, Inside Job, was released on Tuesday on September 11th. Poor timing. So I feel bad for any basic bitches that got engaged over the weekend and decided to wait until Tuesday, Wednesday to post about it. Because guess what? No one gives a shit. You've been overshadowed, bitch. There can only be room for one homecoming king and queen, and it's Taylor and Trav, okay? These jars of light mayonnaise, they're not full mayonnaise. They're light. They're avocado oil mayonnaise. They got engaged. You need to step the fuck aside, okay? This is the news. This is what we want to see. I'm excited for them. They captioned their Instagram post really cute. I think it was, neither of us are gay. See? No, that would be the fun caption. See, we're not faggots. No, it was your English teacher and your gym teacher got engaged or something. I don't want to spend my adult life comparing myself to high school. And that's okay if Taylor Swift does. I know that she wrote a song for Travis called, was it called High School? What was her song called? Where it's like, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle. Yeah, high school. So high school. Yeah, I don't want to be in my late 30s. I haven't mentioned high school since I left high school. I mean, I make fun of my high school, but there's a weird, some people have a high school kink. They just want to be, they want to be in the high school vibes. Hey, respect all kinks. That's what I say. Even if you're peeing on me, I got to respect it. Good for them. I hope they have a baby. I hope a baby is coming down the pipeline for them. Maybe after this album, after a year of marriage where they really get used to each other and, they have an interesting dynamic. I was watching a clip. I didn't really watch the full podcast, obviously, on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. But when Taylor was on, I saw a clip where he was like trying to string together words that sound. He was trying to sound profound. And it just came out like the slow kid in your class when it's popcorn reading and it lands on him and everybody's just like, oh, God, all right, it's Corey's turn. Great. And then he reads a sentence like, Summer of the Cornfield by Dennis McAfee. This summer, it's that. But he was trying to string together a very profound. I think the sentiment of his sentence was, the emotions you display on stage and the work you put into your performance during the Eras Tour was beautiful to see, and it was even more beautiful to know that you're just as beautiful off stage. Something like that, right? And he didn't say it. I mean, how I said that was real slow. That was not a nice way, a prolific way to say that, but it was something like that, but even worse. And then Taylor kind of just starts petting his arm and going, "Hey, good job. Good job. Look at that." And that is so gross to me. What the fuck is that? What is that? Is that like, it's giving I have a son who just learned to read. Hey, that is how the F letter sounds. Spell it out. French fry. Yes. Good job, Travi. I don't know what that is. Some women want to date men that remind them of their future sons. Some women want to... I saw a TikTok of a woman who was... I don't know why women post these videos of their shitty fucking boyfriends and fiancés. I don't know what they want out of it, because then when people comment, "Ew, your guy sucks. Ew, he sucks. He's shitty." Then they go, "Guys, he's not like this all the time." So then why did you post this fucking video? You clearly posted it so women would be like, "Ew, girl, you can do better." And then you get mad for us for being like, "Ew, girl, you could do better." What is the point of posting this? She was filming herself talking to her fiance, this lady on TikTok, about how all he had to do for the wedding was find a tux. And she was like, hey, John, have you made the appointment yet to get a tux fitted? Have you have you made an appointment to get your tux fitted or to shop for a tux? And he said, "No, I haven't yet. And I probably never will." He said that. And this is not a prank video. I'm very, this was a serious conversation. And she goes, "What? So like, that is like the only thing you have to do for this wedding. And you haven't, but you can like," he's like, "Babe, I'm working on my fantasy football league." And it's just this kind of dynamic I don't understand. First of all, I would be exhausted. And then you want to marry someone like that you have to remind to do the one thing they have to do on their wedding. First of all, wedding planning should not be one-sided. I know if it's a straight couple, the bride is going to be a little bit more into it and have a little bit more hands in the pot. When Lily and I are planning our wedding, and it seems pretty even, honestly. She found the photographer, I found the videographer. We both respectively found the things we're going to wear at the wedding. Her dress, my suit. Yeah, I'm gay. I'm wearing a suit, and I'm marrying a woman. Surprise, bitch. We have the planner. We work it. It's very, but we're two women, so maybe it's different. But goddamn. There's some kind of thing that women like to be with men where they like to congratulate them on using big words, and they like to remind them to do basic things that they said they would do for a big event, an upcoming event they both have to attend because it's their wedding. I would not want to be with someone that I had to micromanage on a daily basis to do basic tasks. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that kind of dynamic. So yeah, straight women, I'm thinking of you, and your queen is getting married. Maybe this ship will turn around. Travis seems like a very nice partner, though. He seems like, being with Taylor Swift, you got to be okay with, she's more successful than you. She has more money than God. She's very busy. People are demanding of her. She's probably a great partner, I would think, but maybe, work is going to take priority a lot of the times. And Travis seems okay with that. They're going to have the best missionary sex ever. They probably already have. After getting engaged, they missionaried it up. His hairy back. Ugh. Travis has a really hairy back and chest. I don't like it. But it's not for me. I don't need to like it. It's okay. He can't hurt me from here. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they have a baby. They'll have a beautiful, glowing, translucent white baby. They can name it Casper. Casper Kelsey. Have a Casper Kelsey. That their child will be very talented. It'll be right up there with Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy's the shit. But yeah, I mean, what that baby's going to be able to catch football and rhyme car with bar. Love both traits from the parents. So very exciting news. Check in with your Swiftie friends today. They may be creaming their pants all day. Speaking of not Nepo, but celebrity children, I forgot that Northwest was seen out. Dude, Northwest was seen out with her mom, Kim. I don't know if you know her mom. Her mom's Kim Kardashian. Just kidding. Northwest was seen out in a corset. A corset, a skirt, a mini skirt, thigh-high boots. Not thigh-high, almost a little up to the knee boots. She's 12, guys. And you got to see a picture of this kid. She's 12. Okay, she's got pigtail extensions that go down to her hips. She's 12, It's really disturbing to see. This is not a realistic image of a 12-year-old. I know that Northwest is being raised by the most narcissistic, vapid family on the planet. But it is very disturbing. Just go ahead and Google Northwest outfit or Northwest, and it'll be a news story that pops up at the top. But damn, she's in a corset, a push-up bra, and she's 12. It's just a little much. Somebody tweeted, her mom is infamous for a sex tape and her dad forbids her stepmom to be clothed in public. Of course she's 12 in a push-up bra. Yeah, I mean, and she's not a normal 12-year-old, but it's just funny to think about this outfit being on like Pen 15. Because when I think of a 12-year-old, I think of like how they're portrayed in Pen 15, which is one of my favorite shows. It's so accurate and funny. And I think you can watch it on Hulu or Netflix still. I'm not really sure, but check out Pen 15 if you haven't. But it's like it's basically early 2000s middle schoolers, right? And it's just funny to think like, yeah, that's how we looked. I looked like I was in Pen 15 up until I was 18. Okay, so it's wild to see Northwest in a corset. I know that she does not have a typical upbringing. I hope she's okay. She's 12. It's really hard for me to even talk about her because I don't want it to be, she's 12. I don't really want to be commenting on a 12-year-old. I thought that was kind of wild as fuck. Because then you look at somebody like Blue Ivy, who I think is around that age. I really don't know her age, but she's probably around Northwest's age, and she dresses appropriately, and it's just like, oh, God. Good luck to Northwest. God, if this is what she's looking like at 12, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Somebody tweeted, they're saying North looks grown, but maybe I'm blind because I'm not seeing that. If anything, she looks like she's supposed to be on Monster High. I would laugh at that, I think, if I got the reference, but I'm too old. A 12-year-old in a corset, a push-up bra, and her mom is cool with it all. This is exactly why you have to be careful with who you have babies with. I mean, I don't know. They're in a different world, man. They live in they're on a different planet, the Kardashians. They do not understand your day-to-day life would baffle them as much as this baffles us. In their world, Northwest dressing like this isn't crazy. In our world, pumping our own gas would be insane for them. So, they're just on a different planet, but it's still gross and it's kind of a bummer. I view Kim Kardashian as an intelligent woman. I really do. I do think she's intelligent. You don't get to where you are with this much success for being like an idiot. Like Paris Hilton's intelligent. She knows what she's doing. She turns that voice on and she makes money, bitch. But it's just kind of a bummer. It's just like, damn, can you just protect your kid a little, Kim? Is nothing sacred? Even if she's like, well, my 12-year-old wanted to wear this. It's like, yeah, but you're the mom. Just say no. Like, do you not know what the word, you've never heard no, Kim? Okay. Just gross. Just gross. Also, did you see Taylor Swift's ring? I'm confused by that. I'm going to have to ask my fiance because I'm very confused by it. Maybe she'll have insight. I don't like it. And I don't have to like it. I know that, but this is my opinion. What is it? It looks like a grandma ring. It's very interesting. I couldn't tell if there were like diamonds on it. I don't know. I just don't get the ring. It just looks like something you'd buy at like an antique shop as a last minute gift at an airport for your girlfriend. But maybe I'm wrong. Somebody else said that Travis is Taylor's 13th boyfriend, and that's why she's marrying him. I can't do this anymore, guys. The Swiftie shit has got to stop. The Swifties are out of control with their theories and numbers and numerology and detective work. And detective work, by the way, for things that aren't even there. I don't think certain things are Easter eggs. I think that people have mental illness, you know. Let's move on to Lil Nas X, baby. Now listen, I might have to eat crow here. On Instagram, when this story came out, I took immediately to Instagram and said, this smells like a publicity stunt. And now I guess it's not, which is very surprising because all signs pointed to publicity stunt. If you're not familiar, Lil Nas X was arrested, I believe, Thursday. Prosecutors say Lil Nas X allegedly assaulted and injured 3 police officers as they were trying to take him into custody early Thursday. So basically he was parading around Studio City, I believe, in his underwear, very clean underwear, which I said was a sign that this was a publicity stunt. His undies were clean. His boots were clean. He was cute. They said he might have been on drugs and he was at a potential ODing on drugs. But when you see this video, it's him just strutting in a straight line, seemingly very sober, just kind of singing his music. He didn't even seem crazy or like going through psychosis. He was making sense. I mean, he was just saying things like, do you know where the party's at? Come on, let's go to the party. And then humming. And to me, that's not like psychosis. Psychosis is like, well, I'm going to eat your bowl of frogs. I'm a bowl of frogs. There's an iceberg in my house. Like just crazy shit. That does not make sense. It's not an actual sentence. But he was just saying, do you know where the party's at? Come on, let's party. And by the way, the person filming him, whoever was filming him having this episode, quote unquote episode, was dead silent. It was a steady cam. They were just filming him, didn't say a word. Very weird to me because usually when somebody candidly snaps, like let's say somebody having an episode, you'll hear, especially a celebrity, if somebody were to really roll up on Nas X and start filming him, they'd probably say stuff to him. Hey, what are you doing? Where's the party? What are you talking about? Nas X, are you good? You good? What's going on? Like something like that. But instead it was just a steady follow him, no words. It just seemed like something that somebody that was paid to do a job would do. So that's why I also thought it was staged. So his behavior seemed very normal, even though he looked like he was trying to act like he was having an episode. He didn't seem like he was on drugs. He wasn't tweaky. He wasn't fentfolding, you know. I don't know what drugs he was on. If anything, it could have been like shrooms, something that was like, or weed, you know, something that was like not clear. And then the camera work and the lack of heckling from whoever was filming him seemed weird. And then no mugshot. No mugshot has been posted. These are all things that made me think this has to be a publicity stunt. TMZ was not all over it. There was no police report. There was no arrest record. There was no mugshot. You know, certain things like this TMZ would get their hands on. When Hulk Hogan died, TMZ was jizzing their pants waiting to hit post. They were like, Harvey, he died. And he's like, all right. Do you have the story up? Let's go. Like jizzing their pants waiting to post that immediately. So to me, it seemed weird that TMZ wasn't all over it. But let's keep going with the story of what happened. So I'm just trying to explain why I thought it was a publicity stunt. And apparently I'm wrong. And it's just weird to me because none of this makes sense. I mean, we don't have any real evidence of what happened. So now we're just getting it from prosecutors, I guess. So law enforcement tells TMZ one officer suffered an abrasion on their head, another hurt his hand, and a third suffered a back sprain. From Lil Nas X, that little twink? That's really surprising. We're told the cop with the alleged back issue went to the hospital. Yeah, but what happened? Like, what happened? The Old Town Road rapper was butt naked on Ventura Boulevard in LA's Studio City when LAPD officers were called. Police say when they confronted Nas, he charged at them and injured 3 cops. Prosecutors charged Lil Nas X with 4 felonies, including 3 felony counts of battery with injury on a police officer. Our law enforcement sources are also telling us no taser was deployed during the arrest, and the use of force references in the police scanner audio relate to a firm grip. Lil Nas X pleaded not guilty and is out of jail after posting $75,000 in bail. So it's just confusing. He must have been on a powerful drug to be able to hurt 3 police officers. He's a small guy. You know, he's not super big. So that's really interesting. It just tells us it's a little weird. Nothing really adds up. There's no mugshot. There's no it's all just kind of yeah, this just happened. So I don't know. We'll stay tuned. I'm still, Lil Nas X is really good at marketing, and I'm not trying to belittle what happened. I wasn't when I made my story on Instagram saying this looks like a publicity stunt, because I was just going after here's why. It wasn't just yeah, this guy wants attention and he'll do anything for it. It was here's the 3 main reasons I think this is a publicity stunt, and then listing them. No mugshot. He seems very sober and of sound mind. He's the guy filming him is being very cool. It didn't seem like the camera was not shaky. You ever see somebody just filming something and it's never good because it's not a professional filmographer. It's or videographer. It's just some random person with an iPhone who's oh my God, Lil Nas X, what are you doing? None of that. So it's a little fishy. I'm still what's really going on here? But hey, if the LAPD is involved and everything, then maybe this is probably legit. It's just a little weird. And then there were reports of ODs, and that probably never happened. And, some things get misreported because it all just happens and nobody has a clear story yet. But just interesting. I was figuring this is for his, a new album, Strutting in My Tidy Whities or ODing in LA. Something featuring Lana Del Rey. ODing in LA featuring Lana Del Rey. Come on, Lil Nas. Capitalize on this. Who knows, man? Who knows? All right, let's get into our sponsor of the show. You know him, you love him. It's our favorite OG, baby. Lucy Brown Coffee, baby. I love him so much, and you should too. If you don't, you're homophobic. It's Lucy Brown Coffee is a small business, queer-owned small business in Lexington, Kentucky. If you're ever in Lexington, Kentucky, head downtown, find Lucy Brown, get you a coffee or a cocktail, and get bussin', baby. That shit is good. I miss it so much because I don't live in Lexington. But shout out to Lucy Brown. They are the sponsor of the show, and they've got a coffee subscription that you should take advantage of. It's a very, very good program, bitch. You want delicious coffee shipped straight to your door every month without you having to leave the fucking house? Delicious coffee at an affordable price. Better than that bullshit facility-packed Starbucks shit you're getting in the store. Or Mr. Pete's or whatever the fuck it's called. Pete's. Or Dunkin' Donuts. Whatever's in Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Cockroaches. I don't know. Get the Lucy Brown Coffee subscription. Every month, like clockwork, you get a new bag of coffee. Either whole bean or grounded. Whatever you like. You like being grounded, bitch? The bag shows up at your door. Then you're good for the month or however long it takes you to drink all that coffee and make it and drink it. And it's delicious coffee. Every bag I've gotten has come from a different roaster in this country, and it has been fucking good. And I would not have known about these coffee roasters had I not had this subscription box. I mean, it is so good. So go to lucybrowncoffee.com, sign up for the subscription. All you got to do is fill out the form on their website, and then you'll get those beans sent straight to you. It's lucybrowncoffee.com. That's LUSSI, browncoffee.com, and follow the coffee subscription button to get signed up today. And if you use the code Heather Shaw is kidding, you'll get 10% off your first order. That's, again, visit lucybrowncoffee.com. That's LUSSI, browncoffee.com. Follow the coffee subscription button to get signed up. And if you use the code Heather Shaw is kidding, you're going to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for being a sponsor of the show. We love you so much, Lucy Brown. Stay gay forever. All right, we're moving on. There's a lot of gay news today. I know that Travis and Taylor is not gay news, but for some, it still seems gay to me to report on their engagement. Seems like the gayest news that's ever happened. I don't know why. I'm not like a gayler. I'm not somebody who's like Taylor Swift's so gay. I don't think that. I also don't care. I really don't care. She doesn't exude. I'm gonna say it, and I probably don't either. There's certain people in this world, me, Taylor Swift, we don't exude sex. You don't see us and go, God, I could see them really taking a pounding. The thing with Taylor Swift is she's a great songwriter, but like she doesn't exude like, yeah, she knows how to tickle the balls. I don't think she's probably doesn't even look at the balls. She probably starts batting the balls like a cat. You know, she sees it enough from her cats. She starts doing it to Travis. I don't know. But it has been a gay episode. Let's get even gayer. The Crumbl CEO. Well, it wasn't the CEO. I got a lot of gays jumped in and said, actually, he's not the CEO. It's the CBO. Well, I don't fucking know. He's a co-founder. How about that? The Crumble Cookies co-founder has come out as gay after several days of online discourse about his sexuality have been swirling. And you know what? This never happens, and I am so happy for Sawyer Hemsley. That's his name. Is that not the most faggot-ass name you've ever heard in your life? Sawyer Hemsley? That's like if J.K. Rowling was like, I need a faggot in my book. I've got to come up with a faggot's name. Quick. Because she did the Asian character. Wasn't her Asian character like Cho Chang? I can say that because that's an actual character. It's not racism. Yeah, so J.K. Rowling's definitely sitting there going like, all right, now I've just got to have a faggot. What am I going to name this faggot? I know. Sawyer Hemsley. Yeah, that's a gay guy's name. You don't have a baby and name it Sawyer Hemsley and go, God, I hope he knows his way around a vagina. It's not happening. The Crumble Cookies co-founder, Sawyer Hemsley, has come out. This never happens, and I'm very happy. So there's a little backstory on this, which I thought, oh, this guy is very gay. I saw one video of him, and I said, oh, girl. He looks and acts like every husband on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Okay, and he is from Utah. So this is checking out. He's a 33-year-old businessman. He's from Utah. I believe he might be a Mormon. I don't think he's an ex-mo, which means ex-Mormon. I think he's a Kermo, which I came up with, which means current Mormon. He may be a Kermo in Utah. Now, this is very brave of Sawyer to do, coming out as gay. I mean, girl, you can't hide. Sometimes you can't be in the closet. You know, as they say, the closet is glass. This one was invisible. He had an invisible fence as a closet. And when straight women tried to approach him, they would just get buzzed. They would get tased. You know, some people don't have the privilege of being in the closet. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he can be in the closet. You know, he plays a manly sport and he's weird enough. Sawyer doesn't have that privilege. You know, Sawyer is, and Aaron Rodgers is allegedly gay. This is my opinion. He's gay. In my opinion, Aaron Rodgers is gay, but who knows? But Sawyer, honey, he couldn't hide it. He was just born to be fierce and fantastic and fabulous. You know, there's no hiding it. You watch one video of him and you're like, oh, that man knows how to tear open a booty hole. Or he knows how to tear open his own, you know, not to be gross with it. But, so I am really happy that he came out because most of the time these people like him, they usually don't address it or, there've been stories that he might be a Republican, which is fun, but he's a Utah Mormon. Like, yeah, that's going to happen. Like, let him just like slowly figure out his life. It's one at a time. He came out. Let's just let him have that. He can still vote Republican for a little, but you know, he'll eventually get to the side where he says, yes, slay Kamala. You know, he'll get there. But yeah, I mean, everything about him is very gay. And I'm happy. I love him. He's going to hit. I hope his DMs are flooded, bitch. Flooded. That's what he gets. That's the gift you get for coming out so bravely and just matter-of-factly. He didn't, hide. He didn't say, how dare you say that I'm one thing. I know who I am. He didn't do any of this bullshit. He just said, yeah, I'm gay. I'm here. I'm queer. Eat a cookie and cheer. He's really okay with it. And that's really fun. And, there have been signs. Obviously, every video of him is just the gayest thing you've ever seen. I'm like, am I watching Sawyer Hemsley or am I watching Liza Minnelli sing a number? Crumbl is spelled like grinder. I don't know if that was his doing, but I'm probably it probably was. It's missing a letter like grinder. It's a smushed together word, What else makes him gay? His Instagram post. If you just go on his Instagram, it's like, girl, who thought you were straight? There's no way your mother went on your Instagram and said, that's my son. He loves pussy. There's no fucking way. He posted a really cute photo of him in the car. Very gay. Gays always have their bicep up. Like they have their head. If you're watching YouTube, you know what I'm doing. They have their hand on their shoulder, the bicep up to really push that muscle out. And they're just like, ah. And he did a photo like that. And the music he attached to the post was Tate McRae's Sports Car. That is so gay. No straight man knows that song. I'm convinced. No straight man in the history, even the music executives at Tate McRae's record label, have never heard that song. That is only for gay and girl ears. Tate McRae, it's like a high pitch for dogs. Straight men don't hear Tate McRae's music. You know what I mean? So that was a dead giveaway. I mean, I don't think he was trying to hide it. Because when you're a closeted man, I don't think you're posting really adorable photos to Instagram to Tate McRae's music. So maybe he wasn't even hiding it. Maybe he just wasn't talking about it because he's in fucking Mormon land, Utah, and it's a little weird. But, that to me, like, that he didn't even have to come out. That photo with him posting to a Tate McRae song, that should have been his coming out. He should have just been like, refer to this picture, bitch. You got questions about my sexuality? Look at this post I did from March 2025. But he is cute, and I'm sure his DMs are going to be flooded with great dick as he deserves it. He's probably like a mean gay. He's a rich gay. So he's a rich Utah gay. He's probably very mean, but whatever. Some TikToker by the name of RSJ Design posted a video where Sawyer Hemsley slid into his DMs, and then he later alleged Sawyer sent him jockstrap photos and pics of his butt as well. I think that's kind of shady. I don't think you should be posting DMs of people that have been flirting with you on Instagram. I don't know. It just seems a little icky to me. Especially since this guy is not like a Republican politician being like, fuck faggots. I'm not a faggot. Like, I don't think he was ever like, I'm not gay. If he was against gay people or homophobic out loud, then you can post a DM where he's trying to get into your asshole. But if this guy is like just living his life and hasn't commented on his sexuality, and then you're like, well, and look at these DMs, he's definitely gay. It gets icky. It's a little icky. And then he comes out. Of course he has to come out after that and be like, yeah, I'm gay. I mean, yeah. He probably knew he was gay and was probably gay quietly in his life. And then some guys posting their fucking DMs together. And he's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm definitely gay. But I don't think you should be doing the posting private conversation shit unless somebody is being homophobic out loud. Then they deserve it. You know what I mean? But hell yeah, Sawyer Hemsley, the gay character in Harry Potter. I mean, how is that a real person? And his name was Sawyer Hemsley. He was a faggot from Hogwarts. I didn't read the book, sorry. I never read Harry Potter. I was too busy fucking. Yeah, his statement is fun. The truth is, over the past few years, I've come to understand and accept that I'm gay. It's taken me a long time to really process this part of myself, and even longer to feel comfortable enough to say it out loud. For most of my life, I didn't have the clarity to answer the questions or respond to the rumors. Coming to terms with it has been overwhelming and at times scary, but it's also brought me peace, joy, and authenticity that I wouldn't trade for anything. This is his statement. I know some people may have questions or even judgments, but my hope is that kindness, empathy, and love will lead the way. I've learned so much through this process about strength, compassion, enemas. I'm just kidding. And the importance of living authentically. At the end of the day, I'm deeply thankful for the opportunities I've had, for the people who support me, for the balls I've been licking, for the chance to live and share my story. It's a journey of growth and honesty, and one I'll never stop being grateful for. Great statement. Makes me wish those Crumble cookies were good. I've never had a Crumble cookie. Not my thing. I don't have a big sweet tooth, and I've heard they're not great. So, Sawyer, step your bussy up and get going on making good cookies. Come on, Soy. All right, the last thing I want to talk about is very fantastic news that I learned about. Now, I did talk about this on the Patreon, so hopefully the Patreon listeners aren't too bored, but it's too good to just keep it to the Patreon. I'm sorry. It's so goddamn good, I just have to let everyone know. Gypsy Rose is making art, guys. Yeah. I can't find a legitimate website for it, but I definitely know she's making art. Now, it's the kind of art that she's making that's also very funny. She has a new creative venture. Let's read this parade.com article about it. Do you know what art she's making? It's so funny. Okay. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is unveiling a creative new path, which she announced today, August 3rd, with the launch of a new TikTok. So this is almost a month ago. Where have I been? It's almost a month ago? I just found out about this last week when somebody told me in my TikTok live. The 34-year-old shared a series of photos of painted canvases under the name Blown Beauty Art, described as blow dryer art. Gypsy Rose is doing prison arts and crafts and selling it, and I fucking can get behind this bitch. Oh, come on, check out my blow dryer art. I melt crayons and make them into designs. Yeah, Gypsy is, she's doing prison arts and crafts, what I can only imagine is prison arts and crafts, where you melt crayons and then blow dry them to the canvas. And I love that she is, she's selling her art as she should. Monetize queen. Nothing should be for free. I don't like the name Blown Beauty Art because it just sounds like a softcore porn I would watch in my teens. Watch this beauty get blown. What does that mean? I don't know. Welcome to my page, Blown Beauty Art, where I take Crayola crayons and grind them down with my teeth and then spit them out onto the canvas and blow dry them away. That was Gypsy blowing away in her blow dryer. Aurora, I made you a painting. Oh my God, she's selling art and I love it. Should I buy a piece? Here's the thing. I want to support Gypsy Rose. I would not buy a piece of art to make fun of her. If I really did buy a piece of her blown beauty art, I would cherish it and I would post about it and be like, I love this. This is amazing. I think from the pictures I've seen, if they're legit, because part of me thinks that Gypsy's just uploading AI photos of blow dryer art. And just being like, you know, charge your credit card. I don't give a fuck. I gotta pay for trips to Disney, bitch. Aurora has to see the Magic Kingdom. She had a selfie style introductory video. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my new art page. She began sharing that she's loved painting for quite some time, but only recently got back into it. Is it painting, Gyps? What are you painting? You're using a blow dryer as your whatever it's called. I don't have a good word for what this is. The blow dryer is your paintbrush. I'm excited to share my creations with everyone. Art is something that I think resonates with a lot of people because with abstract art, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I've never been one of those girls that colored inside the lines. Yeah. So she's got a little hobby. She's making a little money. I've heard that she has, per an Instagram story, anyone interested in placing an order can reach out via Facebook Messenger. She's really bold. You can just Facebook message her an order request. Should I do it? The hobby served as something to give her peace, and now she's looking forward to sharing that with others. I mean, Can we get her on a show or something? I feel like she should just make money from being a reality show. I thought she blocked me because I went to find her Instagram and I couldn't pull it up. It didn't show anything. And I was like, no, I got blocked by Gypsy. I'm just trying to love her and support her. I love her. She is a character. I mock because I love, okay? She is a character. She's got a very funny voice, an insane life, crazy lovers. You know, her baby's name is absurd, Aurora Urker. What's her middle name? I always forget. Aurora Urker. Her middle name is also crazy. Raina. Aurora Raina Urker. Aurora Raina Urker! Just imagine when she's mad. Aurora Raina Urker! Aurora Raina Urker! And I make the joke, but my God forbid that child have a speech impediment. She can't say R's. That's a lot of R's to work with. Hello. My name is Aurora Raina Urker. Aurora Raina Urker. Aurora Raina Urker. My name is Aurora. Aurora Raina Urker. It's going to be hard. I wanted to buy her blow dryer art, but I don't know where it is, man. I can't find it anywhere. If anybody can find it, please DM me. Somebody DM'd me and said that they were currently on a cruise with Gypsy Rose, and I hope they weren't lying to me because that's very fun. Where can I buy Gypsy Rose art? What the fuck is this? No one has an answer. No one has an answer. She needs a website. There's Gypsy Rose art prints, but it's not by her. There needs to be a website. There's nothing. What's this introductory video? It's unavailable. Did she block me? No. She didn't block me because I'm not logged in. I'm just trying to reach out via Facebook Messenger. Oh, I found her page on Facebook. Of course she would only have a Facebook page. She's so millennial. She's like boomer millennial. Of course she would only have a Facebook page. This is August 13th. She posted this. Hi friends, I just wanted to share a quick update. I'm currently pausing new custom painting orders for the time being. As many of you know, I'm not only an artist, but a full-time mama. Balancing motherhood and my art is such a joy, but it also means I need to slow down. Okay, so she's already out. She's already over it. And people probably ordered a lot. If you got a genuine Gypsy Rose, I'm just looking at this art. This one is, it's not bad. It's also not great. It's like a beach. It's kind of like the beach. And she named it Dancing Waters. Dancing Waters. It's very cute. She looks beautiful, by the way. She looks really good. She's got great teeth now. She looks glowed up from that prison. Yeah, her art's fine. I mean, I don't know that I would definitely pay for a piece, but if I saw it at like an art festival or something, what are those called? What are those things when you God damn it, if like a farmer's market, I wouldn't look twice. This mesmerizing series features vibrant bursts of turquoise, magenta, violet. Oops. Freudian slip there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not great. You can go to... Geez, she really has it's like the graphics that an ML... She is dangerously close to joining an MLM. I'll say that. Somebody better save her from joining an MLM. Should I join this multi-level marketing business? I can be my own boss. She is dangerously close. This Facebook page screams of a woman who... The one page she has before she started an MLM or joined an MLM. The one page of the woman before she joined Amway. Some of this art's good. I like it. It's beautiful. It really is. Some of it is, some of it's bad. Some of it, like if she paints the whole canvas, it's pretty. If she leaves the canvas blank, some parts are blank and it's not pretty. But go on Facebook and type in Blown Beauty Art. You'll find the page. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, I support it. And I'd love to order a custom piece or just order one. I would just order one from Gypsy Rose Blanchard. That would be framed so quick. Love her so much. Shout out to Gypsy. I'm glad she's thriving, not only just surviving, but thriving. All right, that is our episode. What a fun one. Lots of just fun pop culture news that makes me happy. Upcoming shows: Sacramento this Thursday. Tomorrow night, I'm at the Punchline. LA, Friday night at the Comedy Store. It's going to be a very fun time. Saturday, I'm in San Diego. Then later, I'm in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Pottstown, PA, Arlington, Virginia, Eugene, Oregon, Seattle, Tacoma, Boca Raton, Des Moines, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Kansas City, Springfield, Missouri. We just added those shows for the weekend in October. Cleveland, Columbus, Massillon, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, Dallas, Omaha, Richmond, Virginia, Mahomet, Illinois, Portland, Maine. Sorry, Oregon, not you. Portland, Maine, Detroit, Michigan, Appleton, Wisconsin. Get tickets at heathershawcomedy.com. Join the Patreon. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, when's your next episode, Heather? I'm all caught up. Join the Patreon. You got to catch up on the Patreon episodes. I have 85 bonus episodes posted, ready to be listened to. Join the Patreon. It's $3 a month. What are you fucking doing, eh? If you can't get enough of this podcast and you're waiting every single week for a new episode, join the fucking Patreon. Patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. Rate and review this podcast if you want. Just say queef. I don't give a fuck. I love you so much. Gatekeep this podcast, okay? It's just you and me that know about it, and that's all that needs to happen. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. Until next time, all right? See ya.